Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Luz, and on this week's video we are going to be picking out all of the books I am going to be reading in the month of October. Spooky season is here. I could not be more excited. October is probably one of my favourite reading months of the year, just because everything is a little bit darker, a little bit more gothic, a little bit more spooky, and it's really tailoring to all of my tastes. I'm actually gassed at all of the potential reads that we may be having. We're obviously going to be using my trusty TBR jar. We made this last month and we used it for the first time last month, and it didn't disappoint. It did give me a really interesting reading month. So I'm excited to see what the TBR jar has got in store for us for October and what we end up choosing. So that being said, I have got myself a chamomile tea. Grab yourselves a drink, let's get cozy, and let's see what books are in store for us for the month of October. Now, as you guys may or may not have seen if you watched my autumn vlog, I ended up acquiring a few new books in September. So those are obviously going to be on the physical TBR. They're contenders for this month. And I'm really hoping that the TBR jar can kind of sense that it's October, that it's like, okay, let's give her some really autumnal, spooky, gorgeous, gothic, dark, fantasy kind of reads. That's what I've got my fingers crossed for the month of October. So without further ado, let's see what the TBR jar has in store. Oh, that was a satisfying noise, wasn't it? Give them a good shuffle, good shake. We've got one. What does it say? Please be good. A book that matches the current season? Guys, I did not rig this. I cannot believe that is our first pick. Did the TBR jar hear me? Is this like an all-seeing, all-knowing TBR jar? A book that matches the current season? Let me tell you, we have got some options. I think I need to go for like the spookiest, darkest book I have on my shelf, right? Right? Okay, let me have a little look. Let me gather some options and we can work through them and see what's gonna be a good pick for this one. What a start. What a start. I'm kind of at a little bit of a loss as to what to do. I actually have got so many options. So we've obviously got two in terms of dark academia. We have got The Secret History, and then we've also got Ninth House. These are a toss-up. They're dark academia and they're kind of like giving spooky season, but are they as spooky and as dark as we could get? I don't know. Then we've got two vampire options. We have got A Bargain So Bloody, and we have got The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Got two contenders in terms of if we're wanting a vampire kind of read, which is giving Halloween spooky. And then we've also got Hollow Heathens, which is, you know, it's dark, it's gothic. Which do we go for? I have never been more conflicted. I want all of them on my TBR if I had my way. Guys, what do I do? I need you here to help me. I don't know what to pick. Oh, which do I pick? Which do I pick? Why is this the best, literally the best TBR prompt we could have had, and yet I cannot pick? It's because as well it's the first one, so I'm like, I don't know what prompts we're gonna get. I don't want to miss out on any of these. I'm gonna narrow it down. So out of these two, we're gonna remove this choice and we're gonna keep this one in. Out of these two, hell. I'm gonna remove this one. We're gonna keep this one in. Do you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go with Hollow Heathens. I'm gonna go with Hollow Heathens because this is supposed to be a forbidden, timeless, haunting love story. It's part one of a duology. This is supposed to be amazing, but two is supposed to be like even better somehow. Like this is a 5-star read, but 2's a 6-star read. That's the kind of experience you're supposed to have. I just read the back of this because I was like, I really wanted to read this for a long time, but actually, what is this about? And I don't know how to explain this one to you guys. Basically, this follows a girl called Fallon, and as soon as she was born, she was moved away from her home. 24 years later, she returns to Weeping Hollow, a town that she's only heard about through ghost stories almost, you know, like stories that people tell of like, oh, you shouldn't go there, that kind of thing. But then there's also another character called Julian, and he is one of the Hollow Heathens. He's one of the monsters that people talk about at night, and this story follows those two. They can't help but feel as though they've been here before, as though they've met each other before, yet they haven't. There's this magnetic pull that they cannot explain, and that's the foundation of the story. That's about as much as I know, and I kind of don't want to know anymore. I want to go in blind, see how I find it, see what we think, but it's supposed to be hauntingly, gothically, gorgeous. So I'm thinking this fits spooky season perfectly. We're also going to be reading this for Laura's bi-monthly book club. So I'm excited to see what all of the other girlies think to this as well. The art in this is stunning. Just look at this. Just look at this. Welcome to Weeping Hollow. Don't look behind you. That screams Halloween. It screams spooky. Oh, look at this. And then we've also part 1. Dun, dun, dun. This looks so good. I can't wait to see how I get on with this. Oh, there's like little character art bits and pieces all the way through. I'm excited. This is the first book on our October TBR and it could not be more perfect. I feel as though we've got so many options, so many great options for spooky season kind of books. I'd love for all those to be on there. But this is pick number 2. All of these have kind of unraveled a little bit in here. What have we got? Is that one? We've got one. Was it upside down? Maybe it was upside down. What does it say? What the heck? This is actually spooky. This is spooky. A book on my autumn TBR. Can you hear me? Am I talking to a candle jar right now? What is happening? Guys, this could not be more perfect. I'm shocked. But again, we've got the same problem. I've got the same books for my autumn reads. I'm thinking. Because The Secret History is a standalone, right? But Tammy messaged me the other day and she was like, Luce, The Secret History was one of the most boring books I've ever read. But then on the other side of things, Leah says that The Secret History is one of the best books she's ever read. So we've got a little bit of a situation there with this one. Ah, man. I'm gonna bite the bullet and we're gonna try The Secret History. Why the hell not? It's literally one of the most acclaimed dark academia classics. I need to know if it's an absolute snooze fest or if it's one of the best books I'm ever gonna read in my entire life. I'm scared. Guys, I'm actually so scared. Do we go for The Secret History? God, I've got decision fatigue this morning. I really have. We're gonna go for A Bargain So Bloody. I think, because I'm kind of hoping that maybe then we can pick a dark academia book later. That would be so good. So this is all about vampires, essentially. This follows at FMC. She's trapped in a magical prison. And the only way to escape is basically to make a deal with the most dangerous prisoner of all, who happens to be a vampire. He promised he would help her escape. He never said he would be letting her go. That's what we're working with here. And it says on the back, as long as you're here with me, you're mine. And I protect what's mine ruthlessly. This is the pick for a book that's on my autumn TBR, A Bargain So Bloody. Let's do this. Okay. Next pick, we are gonna go for this one. What does it say? Please be good. A special edition book. Oh, I have got the perfect book for this and I could not be more terrified. I am truly terrified to read this book. Let me grab it for you. Let me show you what's going to be the pick for this because there's only one contender. I guess we're doing it. Yep. Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. Look, first of all, let me just show the special edition and then we'll get into the situation as to why I'm so scared. I'm fairly sure most people will be quite terrified to read this book. So this, I need to take the sticker off, but this is the Waterstones special edition. Look at those sprayed edges. It just looks so good. Genuinely so good. And then the naked hardcover is quite simple, actually. It's quite simple, the naked hardcover. But I just love the sprayed edges on this one. So we've got this. Again, the end paper's nothing mind-blowing, but it is still really pretty. So scared for a million trillion reasons. Have I read Manacled? Yes, I read Manacled. And it absolutely ripped me into a million teeny tiny pieces. Like, irreparable. Irreparable was my heart and soul after finishing. So now we've got Alchemized, and I mean, look at the size. 1024 pages. So, special edition book is gonna be alchemized by Zen Yu. You guys are already probably reading it, or a lot of you might have it on your October TBRs too, so I feel as though we're gonna be doing this together. And I feel as though we're all in the same boat. We are all absolutely scared for our heart and soul. Yeah, I want to see how I find it. I want to see what kind of experience I have. I don't know if my heart's ready, but we're doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway, so I can't wait to see how you find Alchemized. Let's do it. There's only 3 books currently, 3 books on my TBR, but we just went from like, you know, 2 little tiddly tiny books to like doof. So thick, so chunky. Oh, it's literally gonna take me the entire month to read that, I think. 1,024 pages. How are we doing that? Anyway, I need to stop putting it off. Prompt number 4 is gonna be a proof copy. I actually didn't have too many proofs. I've kind of managed to get through a lot of my proofs that I had on my shelf. Let me show you what we've got left in terms of proofs to get through. Okay, the 2 options we have got People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. This is the proof. Gorgeous. Oh, it's nice and short. Oof. This could be a real contender because with Alchemized in the mix, we're going to need something lighthearted, and we are also going to need something small. The other one I've got is Make Me a Monster. Now this is a horror, which I do not read. I don't like horrors in terms of watching them in movies, and I therefore do not think I would enjoy a horror book. But this is supposed to be like a Frankenstein's origin story. I think basically she's a mortician. There's more to the family business than meets the eye with this one. So this could be interesting because it's spooky season, but we've already got quite a lot of dark reads already. So I'm thinking we're gonna go for People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. This is supposed to be heartwarming and spicy, and it's a strangers to lovers heartwarming romance. She's from a small town. She cares for her mum who's got Alzheimer's, but then Milo comes into town. He's got this like van with covered in bumper stickers. They strike up a friendship which leads to this sexy kind of agreement, and obviously as things progress, feelings develop, and they discover that getting out of their comfort zone is one thing, but taking the leap together, something else entirely. That's what we're working with here. It sounds super wholesome, super sweet, and I think it's going to be quite autumnal, like a little autumnal small town romance, so I'm excited. And it's going to be my first Hannah Bonham Young book. I know that Out on a Limb gets a lot of amazing things said about it, so I am excited. Got a little bookmark too. So that's Milo and that's Prudence. They're our main characters, and I think we're in for a really, really sweet, wholesome, gorgeous time. Next, what is this, number 5? That's my dog, if you can hear her. She's like, I'm so done with you. Okay, I feel like, yeah. An author you've never read. Should we add in a dark academia book just to, you know, just to challenge myself even more this month? Let's add in dark academia, an author I've never read. Okay. The Secret History by Donna Tartt, my first ever Donna Tartt book, an author I've never read. We're going in with this. Obviously, I'm sure most of you are aware, but this is a dark academia classic if you didn't know. And basically this follows a group of students who are in attendance of this college in New England. They soon go beyond the boundaries of normal mortality, and it changes everything in existence, changes everything they thought they knew. And that's the synopsis, which doesn't really sound like a lot. So I'm intrigued as to why this gets such a huge reputation. Like I said, I've got friends that love and friends that loathe. Which side are we going to be at with this? I don't know. But I'm really, really scared, excited. Have you guys read it? What did you think? Did you love it? Is it worth it? Is it worth all the hype? We're doing it in October, and I kind of can't wait. Prompt number 6, I think. Oh, this one feels like a big one. A book with a person on the cover. Ooh, do we have that? Let me scour my shelves and see which ones have got people on the cover. I feel as though that's quite a common thing. Surely I've got books that have got people on the cover. We've gone for a thriller. We've gone for The Maidens. This has got a little person on. It counts, right? So this is by Alex Macleides. Alex Macleides wrote The Silent Patient, which I've seen so many people talk about on TikTok. That is like one of the popular thriller books. And this is also by him. Now, when I read the back of this, I was like, oh, this is the perfect autumnal thriller read. It's basically like a dark academia thriller. This follows Cambridge's most secret society called the Maidens. And one of them is, you know, unalive. And so grieving therapist Mariana is then drawn back onto the campus which she used to attend. And basically beneath the university's idyllic nature is a whole web of secrets, lies and danger. And she has to uncover what happens. And when, you know, the whodunit threatens the person that she loves most, she's willing to risk anything, even if it means her own life. That is what we have in store for us with The Maidens. It's like 350-ish pages, this one. So she's short, and it says on the front, deliciously dark, utterly compulsive, a thrilling, heart in the throat kind of ride. So we've got a thriller on the list for October. I enjoyed having a thriller in the mix last month. Obviously, I'll share all my thoughts on that one with you in my reading wrap up. So I kind of want to do the same and have another one in the mix for this month. This is going to be the last pick from the jar, so it needs to be a good one. Oh, this is chunky. I must have wrote a lot of words on here. What does it say? A book that will make me cry. Oh, hell. Hell. Oh, God. I don't think I've ever been as scared for a TBR as I have with this one before. What's happening? What's it trying to do? It's challenging me, it's intimidating me, it's gonna make me cry. October? Oh. Okay, fine. I'm gonna find some books that are gonna make me cry. The book that I'm gonna go for, it's The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I did say a few months ago that I was gonna get around to reading this, and it was one of those ones that just ended up not quite making it because it was summer. It was summer and I was like, out of all the books that are on my TBR that I've got choices, I don't know if I feel like I'm ready for a cry. Alchemized and The Nightingale in 1 month? No, guys, what am I doing to myself? I'm scared. Okay, fine. It's on the list. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. And just in case you didn't know, this is all about what it was like to be a woman in World War II. Yeah, we're gonna cry. Yeah, we're gonna be emotionally devastated. Pray for me. So, that's the 7 books on my October TBR. We have got 2 more reads that are gonna make up the picks. We have got my creator pick and we have got my book club pick. So book number 8 on the list is the book that I'm going to be reading with my Paper Dreams book club over on Fable. This month in October, you guys really wanted to read Anathema, so that's what we're going to be reading and I am so excited. I've heard amazing things. I enjoyed Nocticadia, but the thing that I didn't love about Nocticadia was the whole parasite worms situation. Just creeped me out, but that's just a personal thing. Everything else I absolutely adored. So I'm thinking Anathema doesn't have parasites and worms in, I don't think. So I feel like we should be smooth sailing and I should really enjoy it. And I can't wait to see what you guys think of it too and experience it together. Feels like the perfect kind of spooky season read to have in October. So we're going to be reading that over on Fable. Obviously, I would love to have you guys there if you want to join. It's absolutely free to. You can literally click the link in the description where it says book club. Click there and you can join and I'd love to have you there. And our final book for this month is going to be my creator pick. Every month of the year so far I've had a little jar. We've been picking out options from 12 creators that recommended 12 books to me at the start of this year. We've only got 3 left, so let's see what October's book pick is going to be from our gorgeous creators. We've literally got 3 left in here, hoping for something good. What's it going to be? The Wrath and the Dawn. Okay, this was a recommendation from Ella. Ella said this was one of the best books that she's ever read, so I'm really, really excited. And also when I looked on Goodreads, it's got like a gazillion reviews. This is like an OG kind of book. And I don't know how I've made it this far in life without having read it yet. So I think The Wrath and the Dawn is basically about this boy king and he is basically a monster, and every night someone from the village gives their daughter to him in order to break this curse or something like that. He ends up unaliving every single girl who is taken to him until our FMC. Our FMC is taken to him and she soon realizes that he's not the monster he's made out to be, and the story proceeds from there. So The Wrath and the Dawn makes up our final pick for October. So these are all the books that our TBR picked. This is heavy. It's heavy, it's hefty, it's intimidating as hell, I'm nervous as hell, I'm scared, but I also feel like those kind of books often give you the best kind of experiences. So I'm really excited to see how we get on with this lineup. There's a little bit of everything in there, to be honest, but that's all the books I'm going to be reading hopefully in October, and I can't wait to share all my thoughts, all my feelings, and to tell you guys how I get on. But that's everything for this week's video. Thank you so much as always for watching. I hope you have a gorgeous week, and you know the drill. I'll see you at the next one.